This is how we pick oranges. There's what we call a drive row, where the forklift will scatter the bins, and the forklift driver's got to be good. He's got to look and say, okay, how many bins are they going to get out of these 4 trees, 2 on each side? So the picker will go over there, pick that tree, and we're on an angle, so we only get 1 here. So that's what they'll do. Then they'll go, I guess they're going this way. So 4 rows over will be another drive row with another row of bins. When they pick, it's all done with clippers. And the reason is if you don't, you'll get this. And when you put it in a bin or put it in a box, and if it bumps up against that piece of fruit, you have a wound. And again, organically, there's no fungicide that is going to rot. Some really good pickers have clippers in both hands, but generally it's one. They'll grab a bunch like this, put the bag under it, and then just clip them off. And they have clips that they unclip and then just dumps right into the bin. And so you can pick, depending on how strong you want to be, you can pick as much as you want. If for climate, you'll notice that there's no ladders here. I would too. Well, you don't have to climb a ladder. You climb up empty, but you climb down full. And you know, you've got to have some muscles, you've got to have some legs, and you've got to be in good shape. This is hard work, and they do a good job. You cannot pick citrus when it's wet. Why is that? Because the cells, the outer cells, get what we call overnight condensation, normal stuff. You know, overnight, dew, whatever you want to call it, fruit is condensation. The outer of the skin absorbs that. And we call it the fruit, the cells are turgid. That's the word that I use. So if you have those cells that are turgid, that are full of water, and you grab them, you're going to break those cells. Now you won't notice that. You won't notice that in the bin, you won't notice that at the packing house, but after time, once it gets into cold storage, you'll start to see all these brown marks. So they have to wait until the fruit is dry before they pick. So sometimes it depends on the weather. If they have clouds overnight and no dew forms, they can be picking by 7 or 8. If they've got a heavy dew, they may not pick till 12. And you can't make the call from your house. You've got to be out in the field. I hope we hit 20 bins per acre this year. We really won't know until they get done. On a mature orchard, boy, I'd like to hit 30, 35. Again, that varies. Like we mentioned before, Cara Caras in this area on my orchard are sensitive to hot weather. So in the fruit set that you have from May, June, and even into July, you really don't know what you're going to get set because the fruit continues to drop. We call it a June drop, but it can go all the way into July. Depends on the heat, depends on the weather. This white right in here, that's all a result of this sunburn. Those cells are drying out. There's no juice in them. And then a good one, you can see has that nice pink color, and the juice is all the way around. That's a classic Cara Cara there.